Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm sitting back and going through how I can explain things more simply. So, given that we're living in the generation of selfies and selfishness and everything else, I don't know. I find it funny that I can see most every female naked that I'd ever want to see, but at the same standpoint, it's kind of scary that it's at that point. So I gotta try and help people understand kind of the nature of where we're at. So you can understand the biblical perspective from wherever you're at. And I can't really tell you what you understand or you don't understand. But what I can tell you is there's each of us. We have our own set of biases and principles. And unfortunately, some of us deny it and some of us embrace it. And unfortunately, the world works the way it's going to work. So let's go to the polars. You have God's goal, and you got Satan's goal. In God's goal, we have community, we have love, we have heaven. Satan's goal, we have self, we have pride, we have hell. Now the harsh reality is that I do not think that Satan, when he made Eve bite the apple and everything else, realized what would ensue. God certainly did. We know God set forth everything in the simplest manner possible, and he knows no sin, so he was always about community, love, and heaven. So if you're an all-being God, what are you looking for? Looking for people who can embrace the community, be full of love. Really, any of the things that if everybody just replicated it, you could have eternal life. The harsh reality is, people think they have their own gospel, but they fall guilty of this. I did too. But the harsh reality is that there's probably 20,000 Protestant denominations out there, and all of them think they have the right answer. And the simple answer is, it's by Christ and Christ alone. But needless to say, I'm going to pull this away from you. How do I know this is the simple truth? The answer is, when Jesus was on the cross, there were two prisoners. There was a prisoner who said, take your power, get us out of here. The other who said, I messed up and take mercy on me. And who did Jesus take? I mean, look at the law. Look at everything. God didn't make it, he didn't make it really that complicated. I mean, is it you or is it everybody? And if you're working for everybody, then you're blessed, right? Happened to Job, happened to me, happened to tons before me. The pride thing? Yeah, you can end up with more assets than everybody else, but it's always at the expense of everybody else. It doesn't really work that way. But you know what? I'd gladly sacrifice some of my personal gain to make people in a better position. But needless to say, I don't think I have that window. So, going back to what I was showing you guys before, it's a picture of me and my daughter. So, I was telling you, I think Erdogan's the guy. So now he's rising as an Islamist militarism. I read a article about Islam versus Muslim. Islam's the religion, Muslim's the follower. It's just, again, more details behind something that really doesn't fucking matter. I mean, if you're Christian or you follow Christ, by Christ and Christ alone are we saved. That's it. I don't realize why creating all these doctrinal splits are there. So, he's rising as Islamist militarism. We're getting some tax fights for cotton. Putin and Erdogan are becoming friends. They're combating terror groups. Let me see if I can find the stuff where he's starting to stretch into an Ottoman Empire. Oh, he's restricting the internet. Blah. Oh, he challenged the UN, the prior beast. Damn your resolution. He tells a 6-year-old girl, you'll be honored if you die. That's Syria, another thing. He wants to kill adulterers. Again, back to the Syria issue. Oh, we got France Macron. That's the guy that everybody thinks is going to be the Antichrist. His power's been seizing since the time I saw him go, but he's a negotiator, but not necessarily somebody who's powerful enough to make people adapt, so to speak. Neither is Trump, by the way. So I voted for Trump, but I voted for Trump because I was hoping he would eliminate some of the taxes in our country, which have been ridiculous. But court decision. Oh, nah. Hey, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Erdogan in Africa, New World Order in the making. So what's happening right now is the Islamic Caliphate is starting to rebuild. Starting in northern Africa, starting with the Islamic countries, it's all kind of pushing there. And technically, the Ottomans were the 7th, and the 8th head that pops out of the Ottomans would be what Erdogan's trying to do. Africa loves it. Yeah, that guy's not really helpful. I'm trying to find the African guy who said we're good to go. Erdogan's trying to fight for Syria. More strikes. So, particularly where I'm trying to go is show you that there is a country. Yeah, that's me and my daughter. There's a country in Africa, I believe it's Mori. Oh, there we go. Turkish army will besiege Afrin in days. Investors are worried because he's going to try and take a dictatorship. He offers an Ottoman slap ahead of Rex Tillerson. Paves way for a pact with Turkish nationalists. Release their history. There we go. Mali. That's what I was looking for. Mali. So what we're seeing is that there are a lot of Islamic countries out there. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is finally the leader who can speak to the Islamic world. President Ibrahim of Mali was quoted saying, "We know the great importance to the development of Islamic nations. There's surely a need for a leader who will make his voice be heard in the Islamic world and reveals leadership. The voice is not being heard, and we're with them." So the harsh reality, as much as we want to say it, many of these people, they're going to support this guy. Me, I know specifically God's goal, community. Satan's goal, self. We know that the goal of the Islamic community is self. 70 virgins, you name it. We had Jesus Christ, always giving, always loving. We had Muhammad, banging girls who are way below his age, adulterous, 70 virgins. I can kind of tell the goal between the two different ones. But the harsh reality is most people won't. Because when Antichrist comes, Satan's going to work towards self-pride and hell. And you know what? It's going to be attractive. Because if you're not with God and community and love, it's going to be easy to sell you on self-pride and hell. I mean, the fake Satan that's going to come, it'll be there. And I'll throw out words like Dajjal, and I will throw out words like, Isa, false Christ. Dajjal, probably what should be the real Christ, but you know, with Satan, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 or 4 different iterations, so don't go with the false version, just realize Jesus will come, it will be what it is. Love you guys. Just trying to educate you, just trying to put you in front of the news. It's going to happen quick. Love you.